So, what unrealistic expectations do you have of me, Dawn?
I expect you to be perfect in every
Oh,
way and read my mind and know everything I'm feeling and agree with me and shower me with praise.
wow. Look how easy I have it. That's incredible. Welcome to Two Awesome People.
That was a hell of a start. Kelly, I am really excited because we are going to talk about expectations of your spouse.
Are we talking about unrealistic expectations?
That is it.
Okay, good. That's what I was prepared for. Unrealistic expectations is a great topic to discuss. But first,
But first,
we have to discuss a slang term that we have heard that we want to understand.
our 13-year-old is throwing this out a lot right now. I know it's been popular in the past and it's kind of taken some various iterations. So we're going at what it means at this very moment, according to our son.
So it's evolved. You're saying it has evolved. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And the term is clock it,
Okay.
clock it,
Yep.
not like check the clock.
Got it.
And it comes with a hand motion.
Is the hand motion like you tap your watch? Is that
What
not
time
it?
is it? What time is it? Yep,
Well,
yep, you got a
what
clock.
what's the hand motion?
The hand motion is the thumb and the finger tapping, kind of like a mini golf clap between those two fingers. That's the hand motion that goes with it.
You just tap your fingers together like you're pinching?
Light taps, like soft, light. And the point is that you can do it and it says clocking it without even saying the words clock it. So kids are like doing it to each other.
So it's sign language.
Yeah. So originally, clock it a year or so ago meant calling somebody out, noticing that they are wrong, but it seems like it's kind of come around. You notice that they did something cool. So it almost went from this negative to a positive, and that's where it's at right now, that it's actually a positive to do the hand motion.
Got it. So it's kind of like bet. Anybody who doesn't know what bet is should listen to our last episode. You are in the dark until you do that.
Our 13-year-old right now uses it in a positive way to say, I see you. I see what's going on, especially when they do something kind of cool. All of these words are taking on meanings and then evolving extremely quick. I don't even know if everybody else knows what it is. It's a fun thing to do, and it's a way for people to connect.
It's really just words to say, and you can
Yeah.
say them at any time and make them mean anything you want. So we're teaching gibberish is what we're doing,
Gibberish
right?
101 right here with two awesome people.
Yes, but first, here's some gibberish. You're welcome.
Now let's get to our topic.
Let's discuss unrealistic expectations of your partner. You always expect good of anybody. That would be kind of the main thesis of it is, oh, I expect good. But if you discuss unrealistic expectations, there's like more to dive into.
More depth there. I expect you not to be an asshole.
That's it. I expect you to be nice. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Sure.
we're the same. Yeah.
I expect you to not cheat and be loyal. Pretty obvious, I think, if you're in a relationship.
Exactly. So unrealistic expectations are still good expectations that you're still expecting something positive, but it's at least acknowledging that people can't always fulfill everything that you want.
If you have these expectations that are unrealistic, you're going to be bummed.
Well, it just leads to disappointment. So it leads to unhappiness.
And then
Yeah.
that leads to a darker road of sadness and anger and resentment. And then we go down the blah, 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 blah. And just.
Okay, the blah blah. You got it. It's important to recognize when your expectations are unrealistic because then it's really on you. It's not on the other person.
It's not fair to your partner.
Right. So, what unrealistic expectations do you have of me, Dawn?
Well, I mean, I expect you to be perfect in every
Oh,
way and read my mind and know everything I'm feeling and agree with me, shower me with praise.
wow. Look how easy I have it. That's incredible.
Simple, right?
You touched on the most unrealistic expectation of them all, which is mind reading. Everybody sort of expects that, right?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Mind reading, because I don't think I outwardly expect mind reading.
There is a natural expectation that you expect your partner to understand your feelings without you necessarily laying them out. I think that that is true. So
Reading
that
between the lines.
we all are guilty of doing that.
So how do you stop it?
Really understanding the absurdity of it. Like, that's a huge expectation to have of people.
That you're going to do something that I want you to do without me even saying anything.
Or that I'm gonna feel some way and I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm going to expect you to know and to understand it. Like, that's
What?
silly. I know. That would be an unrealistic expectation that I think is, like, hugely common.
You're expecting a gift from me and I don't get you a gift, and it's
Right.
this devastating thing to you. It's like, well, I didn't know that you wanted a gift and it was that important.
I don't think that I've ever really expected a gift and felt that
Well,
way
that's
before,
why
but
you're the perfect partner. You have no unrealistic expectations. I carry all the unrealistic expectations.
I would like to think that a lot of unrealistic relationship expectations are felt early on in a relationship. At this point, we've sort of
We're dead inside.
yeah, we've sort of come to terms with how things are.
We've been so sanded down.
We just expect the expected. It's all the same.
Here's my list for unrealistic expectations.
I don't have a list. I just have a few at top of mind.
Bullet points. For
Yeah.
fair. I don't know if I have bullet points, but I do think that I have a little bit of a list that are
You
bullet.
think so? You think you have a little bit of
I
fun.
I
Okay.
do have a list.
Let me know when you figure that out.
Bottom of my list, constant attraction. That you find your partner 100% attractive.
This is making me uncomfortable, Dawn. What that means is that you are not constantly finding me attractive, and that's a little bit of a letdown. But at the same time, I guess I do understand it. It's just, come on.
But it has nothing to do with you. It's more me. I am not always in the mood to be attracted
Well, so
or
maybe
that
it's desire as opposed to attraction.
sometimes it's like, ugh, this person again.
Sometimes we're tired.
Sometimes we're tired. That constant fire that you had early on in your
Right.
relationship, sometimes the fire starts to die down and you got to perk it back up. And it's the waves of your relationship.
That's what you do with a fire, you perk it up?
That's what I do with my fires.
Wow, that's interesting.
I don't stoke them, I perk them.
That's a perky fire.
Everybody loves a perky fire. Next time we're
Uh,
sitting around the fire, we'll say, that's a perky fire.
yeah, look at how perky that is. It's just funny to hear as the other half of a relationship, that's all.
I mean, come on, Kelly. You're
No,
not
I totally
100%.
that's why I said initially, it's funny for me to hear, but I understand it because as I was saying, "Oh, this is awkward," I was like, "Oh, no, I'm there. I've been there too." Like,
You're
I
like,
get
I'm
you.
there right now. I
Yeah,
don't
I
find
was
Dawn
clocking
attractive.
it,
Yeah.
Don. I was clocking it hardcore.
Silently clapping with your.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was doing my little maracas. So that's low on what could be a list that you have, but you're not sure if it is.
It's a bullet pointed thing that
That's a
has
list
numbers.
on a
Oh, right.
bullet okay, alright. My other big one, feeling like your partner completes you or can complete you. You guys are one unit, complete together,
Oh my God, Kelly,
and
I literally had one unit in my head at that moment. We are one unit.
actually, that was me mind reading you. So
Yeah,
uh,
this is why I have expectations that you'll be a mind reader. You just said the word I
um,
was literally thinking.
if one person accomplishes that or if one person does enough of that, then I don't have to. So together you are complete. You are one. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It does. The next one on my list, number 3, I said source of happiness. You're going to complete me. I think that's the same as me saying you're my source of happiness. Is basically before meeting you, I had issues with self confidence, let's say, and meeting you is going to make me feel great. That is unrealistic. My issues from childhood or growing up of something's missing in me or it's just my flaws and you will fix my flaws. That's what I think it is.
Oh, I'll
So
fix
like
them. I'll fix them right up. I'll fix them real good.
so like whatever I'm not happy with, you'll make me happy because we're in love.
That is unrealistic. That's
It
putting a
is
lot of weight on the other person.
a huge amount.
Yeah.
And if I'm sad, being like, "Oh, I'm around Kelly, she's supposed to make me happy now," is crazy.
Maybe she does make you happy at the start of the relationship because you have that like giddiness and then you think it's going to continue. So it's really also an unrealistic expectation that the feelings at the start of a relationship continue on at the same degree that they started.
Oh my god, you just bam, you added another one to that list.
There you go. We should just end right now. Just finish. Just log off. Everybody stop listening. That was the
Wait,
point. No.
come back, please, no.
No. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
that was a
keep
joke.
listening and review the episode too. Say how
Yeah.
insightful we are.
We have expectations of that.
We have unrealistic expectations of our listeners, Dawn. We expect a lot from them. What else did you jot down on your pretend list?
My pretend list that's real. I have 2 more, but do you wanna stop and do you wanna stop? Do you wanna pause this moment right now and do our "but now," Kelly?
That was a really smooth intro to it, Dawn. That was really good.
Thank you. It only took me 4 tries.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do a word association now to tie this all together. Please don't choose the word expectation.
Alright.
Do you have a word in mind?
I do.
Do you want me to do the word? Because I have one in mind.
Are we mind readers? Let's say the same word at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy. You did not
Wife.
do it. What?
I did. Our internet is delayed, Dawn, and I did
Oh,
do it exactly when you did, and I said the word wife, which is funny because you said the word happy.
bam. I was originally gonna say the word husband, but then I was like, that's a little basic."
It would have been really funny if you said husband and I said wife. That would
And then
be
yeah,
almost like mind reading.
it would have been even funnier if you said happy and I said happy.
I just would like to know what the word wife makes you think. And you can't say Kelly.
You?
You have
Oh,
no, you
dang it.
can't. No. What does the word wife make
Complex.
you think of? Whoa.
Complex.
Let's unpack, Dawn. Wow.
You have these expectations growing up, mostly from movies and pulp culture, that everything is going to be peachy keen and wonderful. And the relationship with your wife or your husband, your spouse, is one of the
Mhm.
most complex relationships you will have in your entire life, if not the most. Probably more complex than our relationships with our kids.
We expect more from our spouses. There's more of a responsibility to each other. Your kids, they don't necessarily owe you responsibilities as much as your spouse does.
Us and the kids aren't a unit. They're on the top and we're on the bottom.
Yeah, that's how it works. Got it.
We're digging the shit out and they're just
Uh,
enjoying the ride.
um,
So what does wife
yeah,
make you think of, Kelly?
it just makes me think of husband. It's just two halves of a whole. That's why your answer was really funny because yours just like uncovered this whole array of feelings. That's for another day. Dawn's feelings are for another day. It is a complex relationship, but it's just one that you depend on a lot. Not you specifically, but one depends on their spouse a lot.
If you weren't around, I would be in a cardboard box. It would be Domino's pizza and junk food all day long.
So untrue. If I wasn't around, you would be talking into your computer screen with nobody else there, but you would be fine.
This podcast would not work. It would not be two
Yeah.
awesome people. It would be one mediocre person.
You would have to totally rebrand.
Moving on from the but now back to our unrealistic expectations of our spouse.
I know that you have a pretend list that is very real, but you're in denial of having it. And I would like to know what is next on it.
Your partner will change for you.
I don't know that that's necessarily unrealistic. Maybe science would tell me otherwise. Just depends on what needs to change.
Kelly, I need you to grow a third arm. Could you make that change for me?
It would be
You,
so productive.
you could hug me and grab another thing.
No, you're going down a weird path, Don.
So where is the line? I wanted you to change in certain ways. After 16, 17 years, you're not changing. It's not happening. It's not a bad thing. If you want your partner to change, you have to change.
Maybe you should expect both of you to change. Then it sort of also shows you who wants the change how hard it is. It's really not your spouse or your partner specifically. It's just whether or not you think anybody can change.
Of course, people can change if they want.
That's one way of looking at it.
I'm in that camp.
That's a very optimistic camp. That's the
Welcome
camp with rainbows and puppies
and unicorns. I prefer
and
the unicorns.
unicorns.
We're happy in this camp.
It sounds like it.
But I think when you expect your partner to change, it's a dangerous route. They have to want to change on their own, and you can maybe give some recommendations.
But yeah, that's something that can very easily lead to disappointment.
I'm a camper. You're not a camper. All of a sudden, I want you to go camping a bunch, and you need to figure out how to change and become a camper.
Dawn, I have gone camping,
This was hypothetical.
but true at the same time. I had to put on,
Your big girl pants?
yes, once the boys got to a certain age, I knew that I had to at least be able to handle camping for two nights is my max.
Yeah, rolling around
But
in the dirt
that's very much me out of the comfort zone that I used to live comfortably in,
with air condition
and showers.
and soap. What's your next one?
The expectation that those feelings at the start of the relationship will never fade at all.
This is going to be a wild ride of dirty mud, spring showers, fall leaves. This relationship is going to be trudged through everything and come out like a freaking diamond.
You started with dirty mud and then you went through seasons, and I don't know why.
If you have a diamond, it starts as coal. It's got to go through all
And
the
then there's
seasons.
pressure.
Oh, yeah, pressured, and it's put through all these things, and out comes a beautiful diamond.
That was a complex metaphor, Dawn. It was almost as complex as a wife.
Well, that's why the two go hand in hand.
Oh, interesting. Clocked.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm done for the day. Stumbled into that one.
You pulled it off.
The last expectation that I maybe had that was totally unrealistic,
When did you think you had it?
the first decade of our marriage. And I think around the 9-year
Ah.
mark is when it starts to change, or it changed
And
for
then you
us.
broke. Then you just
Yes.
broke. Got it.
Then it just
Okay.
became happy wife, happy life.
So what were you expecting that was not happening for 10 years?
No, it's not that, but I think the unrealistic expectation is that everything's going to be fun and easy.
That's kind of an unrealistic expectation of adulthood, really. I mean, that's an
Of
unrealistic
life.
expectation, exactly, of life. Just like life is good, life is easy.
But that's where I think people look to their spouse as, oh, this is going to be easy and fun and great, and everything in life that's difficult is going to kind of fade away, and I'm always going to come home, and it's always going to be this, and it's always, but shit, it ain't.
Well, yeah, life happens, Dawn. Shit happens, right?
As Larry the Cable Guy says it, it's a poop lasagna. You poop, you wipe, you poop, you wipe, you.
That has
Thank you, Larry the Cable Guy.
literally nothing to do with this at all. This is realizing my unrealistic expectation that everything is always funny.
That I'm going to bring you joy. Probably
Yeah,
not.
that it's all just a laugh riot. So unrealistic.
When you start to realize your husband isn't as funny as you thought they would be.
No, I always had realistic expectations of that.
You could see it from afar. You're like, yep, I see where this is going.
Yeah, I saw it coming.
Is it unrealistic for me to expect you to make the bed?
I think that some behaviors lead to expectations. You may expect something like that now because that's the typical behavior.
Or what if I grew up with it? The way that you were raised puts expectations for your relationship as you get older. If you were raised where your dad never made dinner, then as a husband, am I ever going to make dinner? Or am I going to expect my wife to make
Right.
dinner?
The opposite of that is you could idealize certain things growing up too. Maybe you don't always see it, but in your head, it's idealized as this aspirational kind of relationship. So that's what you expect too.
Throw an example my way, baby.
Okay, baby. Yeah. You could be raised by a single mom and have an idealized vision or understanding of what a husband or a dad would be like. And that's your expectation. So I think it comes from both. It's like the perfect dad or the perfect husband would be doing this. And so
Good
that's what you
point.
expect. Oh, thank you.
So, with the unrealistic expectations uncovered, discussed as we have, what are some reasonable expectations in Kelly's mind?
This is the expectation that I think is fair to have, that everybody should have and probably does have, and it's the only one that you need. And it's the expectation that the other person in the relationship is your teammate. Because what is a teammate? It's somebody that has your back, like defensively, offensively, like they're there to help you achieve basically. You guys are working together and that's what you need in a spouse or a partner. And now Dawn, mic drop.
I'm here to help you achieve, Kelly.
What you want is somebody that has your back, that is there to support you, but at the same time is moving towards the same goal. So it's a mutual relationship of support.
To lift you up. You fly, girl. You fly.
That's, I think, the best expectation that you can have of a partner. What about you?
The only thing that I expect, I think, beyond loyalty, is
Mhm.
that you are generally not going to make my life harder. It doesn't have to be better, but I just need you to not make my life necessarily harder.
That's setting the bar really low, Dawn, just so you
That's what
know.
somebody said about Reddit too. They were like, wow, the bar's low in here. Like,
Wow.
I tend to set high expectations, or I used to, and I'd get bummed. And
Mhm.
so the bar is low, but the bar is pretty reasonable that, like, you are going to make my life better in some fashion or not worse.
Yeah, if I can't do that, then yeah, that would suck.
There's a lot of relationships where the other partner, I think, is actually making the person's life worse, unfortunately.
That would be unfortunate.
So I just expect that you don't make my life worse.
I expect that of myself too, so hooray.
Bam, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
And you know what, Kelly? You don't even come close to that. You make my life better in a lot of ways.
Well, there you go. Ponies and rainbows again, Dawn.
Ponies and rainbows all day long. Do you know another unrealistic expectation? That you're going to be friends with my friends, and my friends are going to be friends with your friends.
That is an unrealistic expectation
You don't need to be best friends with my friend. What are some other ones? Your hobbies are going to be my hobbies. Unrealistic.
that we share interests and everything.
That we're going to have just completely shared interests, that I'm going to be into all the TV shows you like. Nope.
It sort of comes down to just agreeing that you
Yeah.
always agree. Yeah.
Another unrealistic expectation that you're not going to have bad breath in the morning.
Okay.
Here's another unrealistic expectation of Kelly.
Okay. Okay.
Unrealistic that Kelly is not going to get older.
Oh, Wouldn't that be nice?
I have no expectations that you are going to stay young.
Thank you for not expecting that. We recently had a conversation about putting the dishes away in the morning because we have a drying rack, and Dawn likes to just play a game of Tetris and stack those dishes on the drying rack, even if the dishes at the bottom are dry. And so, my unrealistic expectation is evidently that you put the dry ones away before you put the wet ones on it.
Yes, this is
Hmm.
unrealistic because it totally breaks my timing in making breakfast for the boys, and I can't have my
Yes.
timing broken.
It messes up his routine. Somehow, the delicate stacking doesn't mess up his
Nope.
routine.
Then I keep
Okay.
going. And
Yeah.
this has to be said that I empty the dishwasher, so it's not like I don't put dishes away. I don't put dishes away during my morning routine of making breakfast. So here's an
Yeah.
unrealistic expectation paired with that. Kelly leaves one ply of toilet paper on the roll.
My method of changing out the toilet paper roll is that I'll do it when I need the toilet paper, not when I finish the toilet paper. So that's all. So
So
we both have
unrealistic.
unrealistic expectations of each other.
I
Isn't that
love that.
nice?
Or at least
Yes.
we know that they're unrealistic and we're moving on.
In the grand scheme of things, these are not big expectations that we have, and so to be let down by them a little bit, I think is okay. It could be worse.
You could be let down by some expectations.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for ending with that.
It was a pleasure getting down and dirty, Dawn.
I like getting down and dirty with you. I expect
Th
that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's realistic. Now it's time for our final butt segment. But before you go, where we talk about something that we have loved. And so it's really just our way of recommending something to our listeners that we have recently watched or read or seen. And we think that you might like it too. And I sadly don't have anything unless I said something like, I really loved mopping the floors. That was really fun, and I recommend it to anybody.
Everybody has to try mopping the floors. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
it's so satisfying. So,
Yeah.
Dawn, what is something that you have loved?
You know what goes really well with mopping the floors, Kelly?
Making a mess?
This podcast.
Hmm. Oh, like as something to listen to?
Kelly likes to listen to podcasts while mopping the floors. Don likes to listen to podcasts while mowing the lawn.
Oh, I
Not
didn't
true.
know that. Oh, not true. We're just lying now. Okay. Uh Good.
I do have a loved,
What is it?
but I also have a more important want to love.
Okay, well, pick one. How about that?
But you didn't go, so I can't give you two.
Okay, go ahead. What have you loved?
We started Black Rabbit. I love it so far. We're 2 episodes in, and I
Well, we're
find
really
it.
one. We're one episode
There's
in.
another lie. That was
Yeah.
actually
No,
this should be called "Caught Dawn in a Lie."
it's unrealistic to expect Dawn to be truthful.
Yeah, let me make that up. We're like 1.5 episodes in, one and a third.
I was going to say, if an episode is 10 minutes long, we're 1.5 episodes in.
It's engaging and it's thrilling. It's really well written. So often, everybody's like, oh, when you're watching it, you have to watch 3 or 4 episodes in before it gets good. And it's like, what? That's 4 hours of TV. I don't have that time, nor do I want to put it in. Like, make it good from page one. And Black Rabbit does it. I was instantly engaged, watched the entire episode, wanted to see the next one. And so I recommend Black Rabbit. What I want to love, so I'm gonna steal Kelly's because she doesn't have any.
Hmm. Yeah.
I am thrilled because the Dodgers are in the playoffs. Playoffs start on Tuesday. This is coming out on Thursday, so we'll be 3 days into the Dodger playoffs.
Maybe we will be. Maybe they'll be out by then, Dawn.
Oh, blasphemy.
I'm
How
just
dare you?
saying, you don't know.
Dodgers
But
are gonna beat the Reds, and you're hearing it right here, right now,
okay,
in 2 days.
I hope so. I hope that you are correct. I hope that I love the playoff.
I have high expectations.
I hope they're realistic. It's been a very enjoyable conversation, Dawn, discussing how unrealistic everybody can be.
You know what? Let's keep it realistic.
Is that like keeping it real?
Clock it.
Okay. Let's keep it real, Don. You keep it real. Keep it real out there.
I'll keep those expectations real, Cal.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for listening.